All right. I just grabbed a lot of water to prepare for hopefully my vocal cords will not be destroyed as badly as the last stream for this game. Um, I also wanted to rerun the opening again. I am also expecting this to be like the end of the game, because I feel like there's gonna be somewhere between I mean, really, it could be anywhere between like 5 minutes to 2 hours. I mean, we've already put like quite a decent amount of time into it, so we'll see. But yeah, I did want to look over the opening again to see if there's anything that like makes more sense after the things that were revealed at the end last time. So let's do that. Is that set up properly? Let's see. Okay, it should be mostly set up all right. Okay, let's see. Okay, there were a few things, right? Um, Low key, I was just so like locked in. Like it's just such a good like opening that I just like was not even. Okay, I might have to run it back again, low key, because like I it's just such a good opening. All right, okay, hold on. We gotta run that back. One moment. That was my bad. I was like not like it's just such a good opening. Hold on. Okay. Okay, now I'm actually gonna speak this time and not just watch the thing. Okay. So code, that's pretty important. That's that's something. Okay, I feel like breaking through is like the signal thing that was mentioned last time. A lot more like code is like showing up as well, or it's more noticeable after knowing the stuff from last time. And then this conversation, like that, the thing about stuff not being real, it was why I thought the Marina was evil or whatever. But okay, the bird, there's three birds, and the string could be like the infinite line from the universe or whatever. And then here there's like code in the sides. Okay. Yeah, and then more code stuff booting up the game. So I mean, there was the idea of like the characters knowing about code of like the game, but like they can either be talking about because they mentioned code, but they didn't say specifically that they're in a game or in a visual novel or whatever. So like there it could kind of go two ways. It can either be like there's the code of the game, or it could be a different thing entirely, like the code of the universe. Like I'm like I feel like if they go with like the code of the game, I feel like that's too like I wouldn't really like if they go that direction, to be honest. Because like there's so many like there's so much they built up with like so many different like characters and they're like things that people are dealing with like mentally and all that. So for them to like summarize it as, oh yeah, because it's the code of a game, I feel like that would be kind of. I don't know if I like that as much as if it would be like a metaphorical code of the universe. I mean, even if it is the code of a game that they mention when they talk about a code. I mean, I still feel like there's got to be some metaphor or symbolism somewhere, because I feel like otherwise it would just be too simple. Like this whole build up for something like, oh, it's just a game. I mean, yeah, like I know it's just a game, but like for the characters to, like, I feel like it's just too much of a shift in direction. I mean, I guess there are things that like point towards it, but like, I don't know. I also, another thing was at the last, like at the end of part 2 or the end of episode 2, I guess, there was like Asia's signal or whatever. Like she was talking about like sending a message, and I didn't mention at the time, but I really thought she was just gonna title drop and say that her message was that she loves the world and everything in it. I thought that was gonna be the title drop right there, and we still don't know what Z.A.T.O stands for. Still have no idea. So that's something we just don't even know. So yeah, we kind of gotta figure that out as well. And then there's also Tosia we don't know about, and we also don't know what happened at the car shop the first time around. So those are 2 things we still don't know about. And then also they kind of need to. I feel like if they ended the game like on the spot last time, they could have, but I wouldn't have liked that ending. So hopefully the ending is good. I mean, I'm pretty optimistic about it. I think no matter what, Asya is gonna end up either happy or accepting. Maybe not happy, but hopefully accepting. And also, she kind of still needs to grow as a person. I mean, I guess she did have a little bit of growth towards the end. Like, she was, like, pushing through the door or whatever. So she's trying to change a bit. But, yeah, okay. Let's continue. So I'm gonna do this for a sec so I can load it properly. Okay, I think, let's check something. Okay. Here we go. All right. Today is a good day. Isn't that a silly sentence? You hear it all the time, but no one seems to realize how dumb it sounds. I guess it's one of those common tutelages, like close proximity or end result. It's not that I'm irritated by it. I actually find it rather sweet. Okay, so we know this is Asya narrating. But even so, you should remember that each day is inherently good. Even if you feel a bit under the weather, it's a good day. Even if you miss somebody really badly, it's a good day. Even if everything around you is changing in a way you fail to understand, it's a good day. The fleeting feelings of a human can't change the day's intrinsic qualities, can they? Still, I think I'm justified in saying that today, because I'm drawing a comparison, you see. Today is good, obviously, there's no other way to define it. But tomorrow will be even better. Tomorrow from 10:30 to 11, the sun will rise, Tomorrow at 10:30, the polar night will finally come to an end. Tomorrow at 10:30, I will be where I need to be. I can't wait. I can't wait. My friend's not here today. Who? Who do you think? You're a pit bull, then. Ha 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 ha. Hey, that's spot on. So, this is happening after she met Ira? The bright electric light above my head stopped blinding me. My eyes don't hurt or water. So, is this after the whole interview with Lev and whatever? My eyes don't hurt or water. Wait, hold on. It's electric light above my head stopped blinding. Okay. It's white, pure artificial white, but there's no power in it, no substance to speak of. Nothing to affect me with. Interesting. So... That's a very interesting way to describe a light not actually being a light, but simply appearing as a light. And as good as non-existent. Okay, this is a very, very interesting description, which does fit with like the it's just a game idea. Yeah, you don't have a boyfriend, right, Shubina? Why's that? Dude, look at her. Be real. Ha ha ha, bro. Come on, don't say that. Well, you want to be your boyfriend? Hey, Shubina, want to go out with Igor? Where is Vadim? Where's Garn? There's nothing I can be affected with. The light? No, I'm not looking at the light. There is no light to look at. The tundra outside stretches for all eternity. But it's not like a sphere, it's like a corridor. An eternity with clearly defined margins. Okay, so is this the one-way path with the code and the line of the universe where things can't defy their nature? Also, I feel like that's a very interesting reason why there's no, like, dialogue choices. Or why there's no, like, choices for the player. Like, I feel like it's very important that the player specifically doesn't play anything and doesn't get a single choice. Like, I feel like the story wouldn't have the same effect if there were choices to be made. Because I feel like a theme is like a lack of choices and like kind of the meaning of free will, I guess. Turning with clearly defined margins. Funny how that's possible at all. You're just so full of contradictions. It's very cute. And by you, I'm assuming she means the universe, I'm sure. You know, that's good. It'd be pretty selfish if you stopped doing your homework altogether, yeah? I'll rely on you, you know. Yeah, you're the best. You're so smart. What would we do without you? Hear that? People need you, Shubina. Forgive you this time. Just don't get used to it. The tundra is an endless corridor. The city stretches its dimensions to their limit. This means the ceiling is only as low as the city allows it to be. The sky is only as tall as the city's tallest point. Okay, so everything... I mean, all of the settings of this game are the city. Which also kind of explains why people can't leave the city, and if they do leave the city, they kind of don't exist anymore, because the city is the entire game, I guess. I still don't like the it's a game thing. I much prefer the code of the universe, but I mean, it still kind of fits. I guess there can just be more than... There can be multiple messages in a thing, I guess. I'll I'll just keep going, and we'll see at the end how it goes. It says if everything was set up for me from the start. Unlikely, but it's nice to think about it that way. Well, when you think about it that way, a bird flies past the window again and again. Yeah, the bird flying past the window is also a repeating thing, which maybe is symbolism of like maybe it's like coded to fly past that same window. I used to count, but now I've stopped. Close my eyes and feel the hard wood of the chair beneath me. I'm Asya. Asya is my name. It only took 2 days. It's been 2 days since I visited Marina's apartment. Okay, so this is after the apartment visit. The time flew by so fast, yet each hour felt like a year. I don't know how it works. A lot of things I've been pushing to the farthest corners of my mind have become harder to deny. Not that I have a reason to deny them. There's nothing bad about people casting shadows at irregular angles. Or sounds of voices coming from the wrong direction. Oh, so are these more things about... okay. So she's picking up on more and more of these inconsistencies with things. With her universe, quote unquote. Or branches moving the exact same way in sync. Or memories replying themselves differently each time. Or me doing things I've already done, but never noticing it in the moment only after. It's alright. Everything is falling into place. Schoolyard looks okay. Still cold, still loud, with kids still shooting snowballs from the hill. You know what I'm hoping? I'm hoping that in the end of the game, we get to make one decision. If we get to make one decision, whether we accept or reject the universe, that would be cool. But then again, I also want to see Asya choose that for herself as well. And I feel like it would have more meaning if Asya chooses that for herself. I mean, maybe if they gave like a one single choice as an option, because it would still be Asya's choice that way, but yeah, I want Asya to reject the universe in the end, so we'll see. I mean, I don't think that's the way it's gonna go. Like, I mean, right? Because right now, like, she's in the mindset of like, oh, I love the world and everything in it, title drop. But like, I also don't want her to just accept her fate as a linear thing. It's like, I want her to both like appreciate things and reject the universe at the same time. But we'll see. All right. Schoolyard looks okay, still cold, still loud, with kids still shooting snowballs from the hill. Though I'm not sure what they're throwing them at. The light is slightly off, it's a little too blue. Was it always this blue? It's a beautiful color. Marina and Vadim are just around the corner. But they're both smoking. It's you. Okay, I feel like smoking in this game now, there's definitely symbolism. I mean, is it crazy to think that it has the same symbolism as in Chainsaw Man, where it's like finality and accepting like death? Or like accepting that you're like, what was it? Absurdism? Or was it nihilism? I don't remember. But it's like kind of accepting that you're gonna be like throwing away your life basically is the symbolism in Chainsaw Man. So I feel like it's like a very similar thing here, like accepting that, or I guess like because they know it's not gonna do anything to them, like or like they know it's not gonna kill them because their universe isn't like that. Like as in it won't make a difference whatever they do. So like for example, Ira, like she I guess knew for longer than the other two, but now that these two are kind of picking up on the whole code thing, actually no, I think Marina, I mean, although Marina had the medication as well to not pick up on it. I guess that could be it. Yeah. Okay. It's you. Marina. She doesn't talk. I see. How's your family? What a pitiful face. I unbuttoned my coat and pulled a small bottle off my apron. Here. Huh? Mom refused to take it. Don't force her. I can't. And what about you? I don't want them. Vadim takes the medicine from my hand. He dry swallows 2 pills right away. Marina, hey. He taps her shoulder. She looks at him dazed. See this? Okay. Takes out a cigarette. He takes a cigarette out of her mouth and passes it to me. I don't smoke. Just hold it. He tries to open Marina's mouth a bit wider to slip the pill in. For a moment it seems like she won't resist. Say, She shakes her head and slaps Vadim's hand away. He smiles faintly. My eyes sting. I give the cigarette back to him. Okay, so she's still there. A little bit. I'm sorry. I hug her and she hugs me back. Her hand reaches up and pats my hair. There's nothing to that gesture. It's like she moves on autopilot. That's okay. That's okay. The television is still on. I hear its quiet murmur from the living room. It was on in the morning, too. It was on yesterday. When was the last time it was off? I stand still by the glazed door. Oh, what is it? Television's on. Okay. I stand still by the glazed door. The matted glass makes it impossible to make anything out. All I can see is the bright glow of the TV framing my father's shadow. I don't like, that's fine. I mean, usually it is 0 people, but that's kind of alright, because I mean, I'm having fun playing whatever game I feel like playing. I don't really I don't really need people here to have fun. Anyone that wants to hang out is free to do so, and I'm going to be having fun doing my own thing regardless, so I don't really mind. All I can see is the bright glow of the TV framing my father's shadow. I don't want to open the door. I'm not going to open the door. But it's already half ajar. Mom isn't anywhere else in the flat. She must be in there. Yesterday she kept asking me where Dad was again and again. I didn't tell her. But her sheets were all over the floor when I came back. As if she crawled out of bed, then made her way towards the noise. Towards the living room. What, did he stop existing? Is he... TV frame... So what, is he in the TV? Did he get absorbed by it? I don't want to open the door. I'm not going to open the door. Hurry up, jar. Oh, is he... Did he lose his consciousness or whatever? Hurry up, jar. Oh, is she in the same room then? Oh, I guess she's in the same room. So then, what happened? Mom? 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 I should come in. I should come in and talk to her. To them. My hand reaches towards the handle. The TV... What's that program? I don't think I recognize the sound of it. It seems familiar, like a regular news broadcast, but I can't understand a single word. I closed the door. I can still hear it faintly. It's okay. My breath is a little uneven. Why? It's okay. Sunrise is tomorrow, right? Right. I'm Asya. Tomorrow is the best day of my life. Tomorrow. So at the start, she was saying today is a good day, and now she's hoping tomorrow will be better. So kind of says, I feel like that goes to show how her today is going so far. My eyes snap open. What's the hour? I turn on the lamp. Ah, okay. I wound up my alarm clock before bed, but it turned out to be unnecessary. In the end, I didn't get a wink of sleep. My heart wouldn't stop beating out of my chest, and my head buzzed like crazy. Ugh, what a mess. It was like that the night before the school trip, too. It's really convenient. Oh well. I feel much calmer now. I wonder why. It's day X, after all. Day X? What is that? Maybe it's a kind of acceptance? Yeah, I suppose. Whatever happens, happens. It's a dim winter morning. I sit in the kitchen waiting for the tea to brew. I've already ripped the top sheet off the calendar. December 28th. Just 3 days before New Year's. 3 days. I totally forgot to get a present for my parents. There's been so much stuff going on, it really slipped my mind. Ugh, I'm just making excuses. Not that it matters now, but... I stand up. Suddenly I feel inclined to do something I really shouldn't. I know it's bad, but if I don't check for it now, then it'll be very sad, I think. Grab a stool and drag it out to the big wardrobe in the hallway. I found the spot by accident while looking for something a couple years ago. Up on the highest shelf behind the shoeboxes. It's where they hide my birthday presents. And the ones for New Year's, I assume. I've never checked that place after discovering it. Even though I was really curious sometimes, I didn't want to ruin the surprise. But this time... I see it. A colorful wrapper. For a second, I hesitate. This is it. This is my New Year's gift. It feels so wrong looking at it early, but my hand reaches out and grabs the package. I giddily climb down from the stool. To my room. I don't want to tear the wrapping paper, so it takes a few minutes to open. Whatever is inside feels soft. No, not really. It is... Is it... Oh, I see. It's both hard and soft. 2 whole presents. Wow. First is a hardcover journal. I peek inside. Whoa, whoa. The paper is so good quality. It even has a little introduction page for me to write my name on. Man, I really feel like writing something now. This is so cool. Huh? First page. The one right after the introduction. It's missing. I didn't notice it at first, but upon closer look, it definitely seems like someone tore it out. But why? Okay, that's gotta be important later on. The other part of the present, I hold a pair of mittens in my hand. They're soft cream color with a neat red pattern on the cuff. I put them on. They're really warm. I pat my face with them. What is the for? Like I said, nervous or just uncomfortable. I guess the entire atmosphere is like, oh yeah, if everything's gonna end in a day, I mean, you're gonna be a little uncomfortable. I stare down at the presents I've opened too early. Yeah, that could be a little bit uncomfortable. I should write something in the journal, but I don't have the time. I can't come up with a poem this quickly, and it takes me a while to draw anything good. Not that I'm all that good at drawing in the first place. What do I do? What do I do? I need to finish my tea. I need to go soon. Damn it, anything. Oh, to write. Anything will do. I can't leave the journal blank. Yeah. Mom wanted me to write in it. She wanted me to have it, so she bought it. She wrapped it into pretty paper. She hoped I liked it. I like it. I really, really like it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to write in it for as long as I can. I'm going to write about how much I like it. I'll write about how cool the hardcover is and how smooth the paper feels. I'll write about how soft and pretty the mittens are. I thought she gave up knitting a long time ago. Well, maybe I just didn't notice. I didn't care to ask. It's probably the case. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I never talked to you as much as I should have. Have we ever talked? We have, right? I'm not sure. I'll apologize to you again and again. I'll write 2 pages of apologies. No, 3. And I'll write about how grateful I am to you. I'll thank you many times. There has to be at least as many thank yous as there are sorries. I still need to write more. That's okay, I've got more to say. I'll write how much I love you too. That's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be... I'll list everything that I love about you. I'll give you... It'll be a little bit difficult at first, as embarrassing as that is to admit, but I'll try. I'll really try. I love your cooking. Well, to be perfectly honest, I never liked the meals too much, but watching you cook always felt so nice. I love when you talk about something with a smile. Can't remember the last time that happened, but I know it did and made me happy. How pretty you are, especially when you put on that dress. You know, the flowery one? No, we don't know. But I love how you asked me about my day and what I would like from the store. And I love when my face is red from how hard I'm thinking. My head's starting to hurt. I mean, yeah, I guess in this game we haven't really seen much of Asia's parents at all. I mean, we've seen them or not even seen. We've just heard them speak very, very briefly, but that was kind of it. Why is it so hard to come up with this stuff? Isn't it wrong? Shouldn't these things come naturally? Doesn't that make me a terrible child? It's like there's this border in my mind I just can't cross. All I can reach is the most surface level observations. Yeah, I guess all she can remember is stuff that happened in the game. I guess, maybe. As if everything beyond my immediate surroundings is swallowed up by an impenetrable darkness. It's like my memories are... Ah, that's right. course, that makes sense. I look down at the notebook. Despite my reservations, I've managed to exhaust a good dozen pages. Skimming them now, my grammar isn't very good. It was never that bad, was it? Perhaps it's time I stopped. My hand feels sore. I shake my wrist and I glance up at the clock. Crap. I really need to go. But it did feel so nice to write here. This really is a wonderful present. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love you. Signed. Asya. Why did Asya hesitate on that? Why is that? Signed, Asya. My name is Asya. This is like the third time Asya has said, my name is Asya. Is she also undergoing the fading of her consciousness or whatever? It's kind of rough. I close the book and grab the mittens I've left on the bed. They're really lovely too. Of course I'll wear them. I gotta get dressed. The tea must be cold by now, but that's for the best. I'll just down it quickly. Then I'll brush my teeth, brush my hair, make myself look decent, and then I'll be on my way. Luckily, it doesn't take long. I slip into my Valenki and take a last look down the hallway. The door to the living room is still closed. A last look down the hallway. The door to the living room is still closed. There are no shadows on the other side. Okay, so they're both gone now. They've been absorbed by the universe. Just quiet static. I think that's okay. Goodbye, everyone. I leave my apartment. The door closes itself behind me. Everything is so quiet. It's still pretty early, I suppose. It's Sunday, too. I went to school yesterday, which means it's Sunday. People don't get up early on the weekend, so that's why there aren't any. It's a good explanation. Even if it's wrong. Even if I know why nobody's around. It's really true. The wound is closing. Soon the world will heal. The sky is a lovely muted indigo. I wish the street lamps weren't on so that I could see it a little better. The sun will have already come up by the time they're off. A pity, sure, but there's also a lot of charm to how these streets look this time of day. Especially with all the New Year's decorations. It's just that I seem to have grown a little tired of the dark. Don't worry, it's only a little. I like how the yellow lights contrast with the blue. I like how snowflakes flicker under burning beams. I like how mounds shimmer when they're just outside of the rings of light. Actually, I want to get a better view. Can I really do this? I don't see why not. I look both ways, more out of habit than genuine caution. It's not like we had tons of cars driving through here before. Did we? I mean, everything's pretty close. So the cars driving past were mostly outsiders coming in and out of the city. Wouldn't get too many of those, I believe. That's how it should have been, logically speaking. Yeah, but then in reality, we've never seen a car in this game. Well, not when driving, at least. I bet that's how it was. Sorry, my head has been getting pretty foggy. I'm sorry. To who? Who is Asya apologizing to? Please bear with me. I quickly walk into the middle of the road. Asya. I'm Asya. My name is Asya. Right. The street. Oh, has she been saying my name is Asya to try to be able to remember herself for longer? Not sure. Right, the street. I've walked here all my life, but it looks so much broader now. I like this angle. It feels fresh. Walking down the road like that. No, I don't want to walk. It's childish, but my body feels like running. I've never flown in an airplane, but I've seen this on TV. They have these long tracks lined with guiding lights. Must be part of. Is that kind of familiar? Yeah, the OST is really good for this game. I mean, especially the the song in the trailer. Like, I think that low key might have been what sold me on the game. Like, it was just like the music was just so great. I was like, okay, well, I gotta play this now, and yeah, like this, like very, like, yeah, the OST, like it's so like calm, but you know that like everything is like being like obliterated. So it's like, but it doesn't feel sad, I guess, or doesn't it feel sad? I don't know, maybe it does. Like, it feels more like calm, which I feel like represents Asya very well. Well, most of the times. Or I guess like when she's like being introspective and like thinking about things, like how she is now. I've never flown in an airplane, but I've seen this on TV. They have these long tracks lined with guiding lights, just like the street ahead, with street lamps on each side. It's pretty close, right? And just like a plane, I'm going to ascend above the clouds, up to the stratosphere and beyond. This is my landing strip. I'll spread my wings, I'll rev my engine, and take off. What are you doing? Poof. I stumble and collapse into the snow. What? Who is it? What? I shuffled to get back up to see the person who just spoke to me. Is it Vadium? That voice, that laugh, it can't be. Ira? Great part of the moment. Fly My Wings, got reminded of E-Song. I mean, yeah, I mean, that is his song. I feel like when there's like, I feel like really good design is like when you hear music and you think of a specific character. Like when, like say, like even dialogue, there's some writing in this game, for example, where like just by the way someone speaks, you can tell which character is speaking. I mean, like even in Olympus, you can basically tell which character is speaking just by how they speak. Like you don't need their character color for their like text box, you don't need their name, like you don't need their outline. Even if you just see their dialogue, I feel like you can tell who's speaking. And I feel like that is like an example of like characters like being associated with things, like whether it's like the way they speak or like themes or music is like always something that's like really cool to have in a game. Okay, it can't be. Is it Ira or Vadium? I mean, we only have like 3 characters. Ira, Vadium, or Marina. I feel like it's gonna be either Vadium or Ira. What? Watch where you're stepping, will ya? Okay. So, it's none of them. Is this Tozia? It also... Okay, I mean, it can't be Asya. I mean, no, this isn't Asya. Why would there be 2 Asyas? I mean, there's the mention of someone named Tozia So I feel it's got to be that person. But okay, let's see. Watch where you're stepping, will ya? Uh, Tozia? Yeah, that's Tozia. My body moves on its own. Whoa there. I fling my arms around her. She laughs and spins me around. Tozia! Tozia, you're... I missed you so much. So, where did Tozia come from? It's been a while, hasn't it? I can't stop giggling, it's hard to speak at all. Tozia is laughing too. We settle down to catch our breaths. I'm so happy you're here. I really thought I'd never see you again. Right back at you. Man, look at you now though. All grown up. You've also changed a bit. Your voice is different. Huh? Really? I feel like their eye color changed from the scene they were just in. Like, I feel like it was like orange, yellowish, more like Asia's was just a moment ago. And the hair also looks more colored like Asia's. I don't know, it could have just been the lighting, I guess. I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of symbolism, so maybe it wasn't an accident. Not sure. Huh, really? Yes. Whoa. That's bonkers, I didn't notice at all. Wait, what didn't you notice? I thought I'd never see you again. Oh, no. Your voice is different. Oh, that's bonkers, I didn't notice at all. Okay. You still say that? What? Bonkers? You got a problem with bonkers? I don't. Thought so. Tozia, I can't believe it. It's been 3 whole years. But it's also like no time has passed at all. She looks a little older, but her personality is just as I remembered it. So, where are you heading? Oh, I'm going to the research center. Why? I have to do something. I have something I need to do. What does Asia need to do with the research center? Maybe send her signal, her message to the universe? It's important. Whoa, so serious. Yeah. You're not gonna tell me what it is, are you? Why, it's not really a secret. I'm going to send a message to the world. Well, who would have guessed? A message? Like, love and peace? Kind of. Her message is going to be, I love the world and everything in it. Title drop. Although, you know, we'll just let it happen. We'll just let her send her message. Man, we meet at last and you decide to act all cryptic. Give me a break. Sorry. You can tag along if you want. See everything for yourself. Why not just tell me? Blah. Sure. Not like I have a choice. Yay. Yeah, I really do think all the OST feels so, fitting for the atmosphere and for the situations. We walked down the empty road, chatting just like we did when we were children. So happy. I just really couldn't imagine ever seeing her again. Talking to her. Hearing her voice. Tozia. My memory of her seemed so spotty at times, but I'm glad I was right. I remembered her right. How have you been anyways? Good. I still write and walk around. I've met a lot of nice people. Yeah? Like who? Where do I start? First there were these guys at school. For a while I didn't have any friends, well, after you left. But then they started talking to me. And they joke with me every day. Oh, those are not your friends. There's this boy. Does she forget? Did she forget Vadi, Myra, and Marina? Yeah. Talked with him sometimes. No, it's Vadim. He last week he bought me a soda. No, she's forgetting. Yeah. And there's Marina, not Maria. Maria. You call her by her full name? No, not really. Just sounded natural for some reason. She's very popular, but she still finds time to talk to me. We hang out a lot. And she bought magazines to read with me. Oh, and we went to the cinema the other day. Hold on, is she giving nicknames to people? I can't tell if she's just not remembering them, misremembering them, or if these are nicknames she's giving to all of them. Because I don't think we've really heard her call people by name too often. But, I mean, she remembers what she's done with people. Like how she went to the cinema and got a soda and all that. There was a Hollywood film showing. Whoa. Sounds fun. What was the name? It was, it's about a star, and, my mind scrambles for anything, even the vaguest memory of what the movie was. But it's like looking through the glass pane of our living room. Nothing but blurry shapes and muttering I can't decipher. You okay? Yes, I'm fine. Sorry, there's been a lot on my mind. Sure looks like it. But hey, you're a real socialite now, huh? Who would have thought? No, it's nothing like that. I mean, compared to how I used to be. Glad to hear it, really. I guess. Thank you. Maybe I shouldn't have come back at all. No. What are you saying, Tozy? Of course I'm kidding. Jeez, you're easy to tease. She ruffles my hair. Ugh. You're mean. Yeah. Speaking of, the other kids aren't picking on you, are they? Picking? No, of course not. You sure? If I wanted to bully someone, you'd be top of the list. What a great thing to tell your friends. No, seriously. Boys can get a little carried away with their games, but my friends never let it go too far. Your friend? Oh, not friends, your friend. Okay, Ira. I mean, Masha? Masha? Who is Masha? So first it was Maria, then it was Masha. So they're both getting the name wrong. No, not her. Wait, is Masha part of her name? Is it another nickname? I don't know. No, not her, another girl. Her name is Ira. Okay, maybe those are just nicknames then. She remembers Ira. Well, I mean, of course she remembers Ira. Oh? I mean, Ira is kind of her Wi-Fi router. She's kind of the way she's gonna send her signal. Right? Oh? Ira's really cool. She's amazing. She can come across as a little unfriendly at first, and the way she talks is sort of rough. But she's a very kind person. And, now to think about it, you two are pretty alike. Well, if you say so. Wait, are you trying to say I talk like a brute? I didn't say that. I said sort of rough. I'm supposed to be the mean one. It's not bad, though. I like that about you, too. Uh-huh. Ever heard the words backhanded compliment? No, really. I'm a little jealous. I wish I could talk like that sometimes. You know... Nah, never mind. Hey, you can't do that. Spit it out. I said it's nothing. Forget about it. Come on. Tosia, please. For old time's sake. Don't make those eyes at me. Seriously. It's gonna sound bad. That's okay. You often say bad sounding things. Yeah, you... Fair enough. Alright, well... it's stupid. She scratches her head and looks away. Yeah. Tosia is just as she's supposed to be. Kind of a wuss. Can't argue with that. So when I was away, I kept thinking, man, she's probably having a real tough time over there. Those bastards better not touch her or else. And then nothing followed. No else. Because there's nothing I could do. I'm so freaking mad. But seeing you now, I'm calmer. You smile a lot more than before. Really? She nods. If those friends of yours are as great as you say they are, I guess I don't need to worry anymore. Tosia. Ugh, don't say anything. I knew it'd come out lame. It's not lame at all. I mean, your worries, I really was sad when you left. I don't remember very well, but there's this pain in my chest whenever I think back to that time. I think that for a long while, it was very hard for me. But then, little by little, I learned to be better. Because I realized something very important. That pain I felt when you left, it wouldn't go away by itself. It was my job to mend it. So that emptiness I felt, I decided to fill it with wonderful things. Wonderful things? Mm-hmm. Anything nice would do. A tasty meal, a warm blanket, a lovely book. But I was pretty bad at it when I just started. How so? I guess I was picky, really. I kept thinking, is this thing good enough to qualify? There's nothing special about it. It's not beautiful enough. It's not sweet enough. There's nothing wonderful about it at all. So I guess right now we're getting the origin story of how Asya decided to... I guess she didn't always have this mindset of, like, loving everything. She kind of had to work towards that, I guess is what we're seeing her say now. There's nothing special about it. Nothing wonderful about it at all. Nonsense like that. But if I kept thinking that way, that hole inside me would never get filled. And I would never have enough. So you lowered your standards. I wouldn't put it that way. I think I became more aware of myself. I thought about my place in the world. I thought about what really counts as wonderful. When you think wonderful, what does the word mean to you? Huh? Well, wonderful is wonderful. Something great or, like, extraordinarily good. Right. See, extraordinarily. And for something to be considered extraordinary, there needs to be an ordinary thing to serve as the base of comparison. Okay. Right? Yeah, I guess. That empty space, the one I wanted to fill so badly, it was still part of me. So I came to realize, me, my mind and body, those are my baselines. I'm the world's measuring standard. And when I worded that thought to myself, it was like my eyes finally opened. Everything suddenly became so clear. Everything in the world, it all became worthwhile. It all became extraordinary. So is she saying there needs to be an ordinary thing to serve in comparison? So this is why she belittles herself so much, because she thinks she has to be the lowest possible thing in order for everything else to be better. It's good to appreciate things, but like appreciating them with your reasoning being, oh, this thing is good because it's better than me. Like, is that what she's saying she's doing? That makes a lot more sense why she like is so like belittling of herself, but like alright. It all became worthwhile, it all became extraordinary. It became wonderful. I used to live under the impression that I had the right to judge everything by some universal quantifier. It's true, there is a median value to everything. That perfect straight line that the whole world balances around. But what I failed to realize was that this median value, this idea of average, it was so far above me, so unreachably high, that the idea of me labeling anything as unremarkable became laughably brazen. I still had some trouble, but feeling that emptiness became easier. So much easier. I didn't have to pick another... I didn't have to pick and to choose anymore. Not another, that says anymore. So, please don't worry about me anymore. It's good to appreciate things, but appreciating them at the cost of yourself is pretty worrying. To me, each day is brimming with wonderful things. So have you filled it? That hole in your chest. I don't need to do that anymore. I think Asya needs to value herself a bit more. And then maybe that will help her a little bit. Because you're back. I have you here now. And I have my friends too. Huh. So I'm not in the friends category anymore? No, that's not what I meant. I'm teasing, dummy. Still take everything to heart, huh? You just don't let up. I gotta make it for all the lost time. Gotta make up for all the lost time. Anyways, Asya, listen, the stuff you said, Tozia sighs. She looks like she's about to say something I'd rather not hear. Sorry, but I don't need this right now. Look. The complex. No, listen to your friend. Your friend is concerned. You should listen to your friend's concerns. You should value yourself more. I run towards the entrance. Oh, wait. Wait. For a second I hesitate. What am I gonna say once I enter? They'll stare at me expectantly, and I'll probably blurt out something weird. I'll make a total fool of myself. Then I'll... No, enough. That kind of thinking, that's just a force of habit. I know none of this will happen, because... Easy there, jeez. Tozia looks over the door and the building's title plate. So, you're just gonna waltz into the place? Well, I'll give it a shot. The windows are all dark. Oh. It's open. Takes my eyes a couple seconds to get used to the darkness. The hall... I haven't been here so long. Doesn't exactly feel familiar. Think there's a light switch somewhere here? Yeah, let's look. Found it. Ah. Okay, red again, which we see when things get weird. Or when code starts to appear, which I guess would make sense because well, because isn't the research center the closest point to the universe or something? The room suddenly fills with light. Ow. Tells you. Please give me a warning next time. Oops, sorry. I blinked to adjust my vision. Right. I don't recognize this place at all. I say it's been a long while, but it's only been 3 years. Everything from that time is still so hazy. What happened 3 years ago? Well, where to? The top floor. So, up the staircase. Alright. How about grabbing a flashlight then? I want to search for switches every time we climb up a floor. Sure, but where would you get it from? The janitor should have one. I suppose. The empty janitor booth by the entrance is open as well. Tozy marches in and begins shamelessly rummaging through the drawers. I skim the key rack. I'll probably need one to get to the roof, but for some reason I have the certainty that it won't be necessary. Interesting. All the doors in this building aren't locked. I know this for a fact, but if you ask me why, I wouldn't have a satisfying answer. Interesting. Not here. Not here. Oh! Holy crap, check this out. She pulls out an outdated calculator. Calendar. An outdated calendar, not a calculator. Every month has a bikini model to go along with it. That's great. It's foreign, too. Is that a Lithuanian? I'm not sure. Looks like Mr. Janitor knew how to keep himself busy. Yeah, we don't have that much time. Yeah, I hear ya. Soon enough, she finishes out a flashlight from a box under the desk. Now we're prepared as we'll ever be. Our footsteps echo through the empty building. The first floor is still bright, but crossing into the second feels like diving into a pitch-black pool. After a bit of fiddling, Tosia shines the flashlight into the void ahead. The beam illuminates a statue by the wall. It's thin and wiry, but the shadow cast has a rather intimidating shape. Are you scared? Me? No. I just don't like this place. I think it's interesting. There's nothing interesting about it. It's just a big old garbage bin. That's harsh. It's too soft. Honestly, I know you're kind of like that, but shouldn't you of all people be a tad more critical? Huh? Why? They're the reason we got split up in the first place. Doesn't that make you mad at all? I guess we still don't know how they got separated or why Tosia had to leave or whatever. I suppose, but I just don't remember it all too well. I see. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. I'm just a bit surprised considering, well, whatever. Maybe it's for the best. Sorry. Apologize again and I'll kick you. What? I keep going up and up and up. The sky outside the windows is starting to brighten, but it's still too dark to walk without a flashlight. I think I'd be really creeped out if Tozy weren't here with me. Then again, maybe not. There's nobody left to harm me, after all. If I've made it this far, it means the universe has willed it. If the universe has willed it, then I'm following a predetermined path. There's no point in fearing a fate that's predetermined. I shouldn't be scared. I shouldn't be worried at all. But I watch the halo slide along the stairs and walls and railings, and I keep thinking of that scene from a cartoon, a really popular cartoon I couldn't recall the name of. The episode when they are stuck in a deep cargo hold and the bunny makes scary shadow puppets appear in the flashlight. Got me so spooked as a kid. Of course, I'm not afraid of things like that anymore. It's just a vague memory that keeps rattling around in my head like a coin in the washer. A little irritating, but it's nothing to dwell on. Not worth dwelling on. Which reminds me... I know it's probably unpleasant for you, but... yeah. Do you remember why you had to leave? I guess Asya doesn't know either. Or doesn't know, not either, because Tozio seems like she knows. Ugh, that. You don't have to if it makes you feel bad. Pissed is what it makes me. I don't remember what they called it exactly. Some scientific mumbo-jumbo. Osmotic distortion this, osmotic distortion that. What? I guess the fact that I didn't exist. I guess the fact that I exist didn't sit well with them. What? That's terrible. Man, it really just got on my nerves. You were all up in arms about it too. I can imagine. Sorry. Seems like I couldn't do anything in the end. You did everything you could. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised they let you go after all that. What do you mean? Your ability. Ability? What do you mean ability? Huh? You know, willing things into existence. Yes! 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 That's a tall field. No worries. Oh, yes! Let's go! It's confirmed! It's finally confirmed! I am so glad that this has been confirmed. Ever since the well, I mean, there's been a few things that were kind of pointing at this, but I think probably the clearest sign of this was when they were having tea with Asya, Marina, and Ira. And when because I think not too much was not too much happened so far. I mean, it was mainly Asya kept going about her day. Vadim and Marina were smoking. Asya gave Vadim her pills. Marina isn't talking anymore and doesn't really... Asya got... I don't think so. But now this has been confirmed, which, I mean, I think I've thought at some points in the game, like, is it because Asya believed this that it became true? And I think that, like, the strongest, absolutely strongest supporting evidence of this is the tea part, where Asya, Ira, and Marina are having tea, and Ira's not talking anymore, and then they get, like, transported to the cafe. Like, I think I think that Asya really wished in that moment that they could sit at the cafe, so then it happened. And then I think Asya kind of realized, like, this isn't reality, this isn't, like, how things should be. And I think the thing where, when it was talking about, like, oh, if you forgot it, it probably wasn't real. If you forgot it, it probably didn't matter. That thing. I think the thing she was forgetting was the poem, but then she remembered about reading the poem. And then that kind of grounded her back in reality and then brought them back to the apartment room where Ira couldn't talk again. I think actually once she mentioned the poem, Ira immediately stopped having lines as well. Because, like, I think even while they were still in the cafe, after the poem was mentioned, she stopped having lines and just had ... Crazy. God, honestly, I can be changing the plot like sandwiches. Yeah, I think the best part of this is that if Asya wants to reject the universe, she could. Like, this gives us so much hope for a better ending than, like, oh yeah, everyone gets deleted. Like, this gives us so much hope. Okay. You did everything you could. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that way you go after all that. What do you mean? Your ability? Huh? You know, willing things into existence. Hey, don't quote me on that, okay? I'm oversimplifying it. Oversimplifying, and, it's all pretty complicated, you know? Not like all your wishes came true or whatever. But essentially, they said you had the potential to cause big distortions. Big distortions. That's... I hold my head. Right. Right. It does sound about right. Something like that. I've heard something like that before. 3 years ago? No, not just then. Long after, I've heard very familiar words. I've known someone who said... Someone who wanted to create a distortion, but failed. So, So at first I was thinking Asya willed Tozia into existence. So Tozia is, like, part of Asya. But, like, it seems like Asya isn't remembering something. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. But maybe Tozia is just a different person. Failed because I said you were one of them? Distortions? Pretty much. Okay, so did Asya create Ira? Maybe. Distortions, pretty much. I think I tipped off some sort of radar. I see. Or, I don't know, I feel like she couldn't have made Ira if the only other distortion was taken or whatever. I see. That rings a bell. Bell I can just barely hear. An office. Wires. Someone talking to me in a friendly voice. Ah. It's also dark. What if the code of the universe, what if it's only the way it is because of Asya? Because of Asya's way of thinking about the universe being like this straight line. Because if she thinks it's a predetermined path, it will be a predetermined path. But if she decides to think differently, then that will change. It's also dark. It's impenetrable. Feels as if I'm trying to illuminate a ballroom with a matchstick. Alcia broke that window with a crowbar, and the text was saying, "Me, was Alcia protecting herself as Alcia, or was it actually Alcia?" I don't remember. I honestly don't remember the part with the crowbar, to be honest. There's been a lot that happened in this game. I sold Ira. I guess me is a placeholder for the narrator, because when the narrator, because there's been two narrators. There's been Asya, but then there's also been specifically during the like log A, log B, log C, or I guess it went in the other order. I guess it was a log C, log B, log A. Like those logs were all Ira narrating, I'm pretty sure. Like I guess those were like Ira's memories or whatever. So I guess me was just like, because we didn't know who was narrating yet. But not sure. Yeah, not sure. Okay. Trying to illuminate a ballroom with a matchstick. Damn it. Do you remember anything after? After you left? Yeah. Aside from the stuff you already told me. Well, I furrow my brows. After Tosia left. After she left. What happened right after she left? All I recall is, all I can remember is the feeling of deep despair. Jeez, it's fine. You look like you're gonna pop a vein. I'm sorry, it's just really hard. I feel like I'm just about to grasp it, but it slips away. It slips into this awful feeling. Like I've lost all hope. Well, who cares if you don't remember the details? I'm here now, yeah? Yeah. I'm really happy about that. I got that the first time. Oh, look. That mural. I remember it. What is this? Huh. So the head of yours ain't completely empty. Ugh. It's not like I forgot stuff on purpose. Never be too sure with you. Now you're just being mean. Sorry. I approached the wall, my fingers traced the ridges of the mosaic. It's so cold. I feel like I'm repeating movements. My eyes are drawn to the large window panes just to the right. It's already a light pink glow emanates from the far-off mountain ridge. So we don't need a flashlight anymore. Tosia plops into the armchair, switching it off. I think I know why they let me go. Yeah? Why? Because I wasn't special. I can't tell you exactly how I know, but I think everyone is able to do it. To create these irregularities. That's so. It's just a feeling I have. If Asya has that feeling, then that's the case. My memory is spotty after all. Where are we? Oh, they're in the research center right now. So basically at the start, Asya was in class. Vadim wasn't there. And Asya was just kind of picking up on more and more of the, like, consistency errors around her, like shadows looking weird, and like the same bird flying past the window over and over again. Like she was just picking up on a lot of things that were like inconsistent or a little bit too consistent. And then she went home. Her parents got absorbed by the universe, basically. And then she decided she would head to the research center. She also saw Vadim and Marina for a sec. And yeah, she gave Vadim pills that Lev gave her last time. And then she gave, then she hugged Marina, but Marina wasn't really still present. She was kind of fading away a little bit. And then she started walking towards the research center. And then Tozia kind of just manifested, I guess, out of nowhere. And then they made it to the research center, and now here they are. And now they're talking about how Tozia was separated from Asya and all that. It's just a feeling I have memory spotty after all, but I figure it works like this. Distortions grow with belief. So the more people are involved, the easier they are to stabilize. Maybe some people just don't need as much outsider help to make them stick. Some even cause them unintentionally. Like you? Probably, yes. My ability is what you say it is, but it exists in every living being. Most just don't realize it for some reason. Well then, it's better to stay that way. Better stay that way. Let's just realize. Okay. So, is this a collective consciousness type deal? So it's not Asya's power. She's just better at using her will than most people. Think so? Yep. Or else you get this. She gestures around the hall. The complex. The complex. The people. The whole freaking city. Everything just gets twisted. There are things in the world not meant for humans. Most have that mental barrier for a reason. But what about you? You probably wouldn't exist if it weren't for this. What are you talking about? Of course I would. You'd just call me by another name. Huh? I mean, I'd still be Tozia. You simply wouldn't label me as a distortion. I'd never call you something like that. Well, it's just the scientific term. Deny it all you want, but that's all the world defines me. I don't care about that. You're a friend to me. You always will be. Sure. It's nice of you. But that's not what I'm getting at. To be frank, I don't think there's anything wrong with the whole distortion label. I just hate being grouped in with the stuff they're doing here. Huh? The distortions produced by this place are nothing like me. They're too calculated. Too institutional. But I was born from a wish made in earnest. If both of us had never known these rules, what the world deems as balanced or unbalanced, the world deems as balanced or unbalanced, I'd still exist. You'd just call me a miracle. Ew. Forget I put it like that, okay? I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but did I ever tell you about it? About the world always rebalancing itself? I know this, but how do you... What they're doing here is a crime. Not just against the stability of the universe or whatever. I couldn't care less about that. It's an insult to everyone's hopes and prayers. Because whatever change they're trying to enact comes from a mandate, not the heart. This great distortion, regularity, whatever you call it, it's not a sin in itself. The cynicism behind it is. Tosia sighs and reclines back into the armchair. I don't have anything to argue with. I see. I thought I've reached the very end. I didn't think I could fall any deeper in love, not at this point. Yet here I am. So it turns out that you're quite the romantic. So pure of heart. Huh. And she's talking about the universe, of course. Do you have a heart? Not in a traditional sense, of course, but it doesn't matter. Whatever passes for a heart in you, I hope my message reaches it. The glow keeps getting brighter. I check the clock on the wall. Tosia, we have 30 minutes left. Let's go. Yes, sir. Finding the exit to the roof doesn't take long, just a separate staircase down the hallway. I press on the handle. No resistance. And she also believed, she had no reason to believe, but just kind of believed that all the doors would be unlocked, which, knowing her ability, or, well, knowing how this universe works, she made it happen. Whether it was locked or not, she didn't have to worry about it. I guess I was correct. There's no need for keys anymore. Of course there isn't. Everything's becoming right. Everything is returning to its most natural state. All of the lock values have been reset to 0. What is the default state of a lock? It's being open. Flashbang. Bright. Oh yeah, it is. It's so bright outside. I blink a little. Phew. If this was summertime, I think I would get blinded. Little by little, my vision adjusts. I blink again, just staring straight ahead. And also, really quickly, this really reminds me of, is it Plato's allegory of the cave? Like where like with the shadows on the wall, and then the guy gets out of the cave and he has to like adjust his eyes before he can see around properly, where like first I think he just looks at the ground, then the reflection in the water, and then the trees, and then kind of look in the sky, and then the sun. Like because this is the second time she's had to, where it said she is blinking to adjust her vision. So I feel like there's definitely a parallel there. Like I feel like that's gotta be on purpose. I blink again, just staring straight ahead, and then I see it. And I guess whether it's on purpose or not, we can still draw comparisons. There's the morning light. Pink haze sprawls over the vast horizon, fades into the softest yellow hue, then into cyan, then into a sleepy purple shade. The darkness is now far behind, retreating back into the icy tundra. And the city rests below. What was its name again? I suppose that isn't important anymore. Oh, I guess it's being forgotten. This is a little bit loud, but it's not in yellow or red, so hopefully it's fine. The streetlights are already off. The roads are clean and quiet. The windows of blocks burn pink. Everything's silent. Everything's at ease. And right above me, stretching up into the soft violet sky, is the radio tower. The snow. Huh? It's falling upwards. What? I take a look around. Whoa, you're right. I didn't even notice. The white flakes split off from the snowy mounds and calmly float up to the heavens. How cute. Everyone's going home. I stretch my arms out. The snow coats the bottom of my mittens. By the way, you still afraid of heights? No, not really. They were never that scary. Oh, yeah? How about that time at the Ferris wheel? I was 9. Well, look at you. I remembered. I remember that. You sure did. Your memory's real selective, huh? And merciless. No, actually, a lot of things are suddenly much clearer. Yeah? Yes, they're not good things, but I see. I see. I've used up all the matches Tosia gave me. The dark ballroom, the massive hall I couldn't hope to ever illuminate in full. Thin morning light began to creep in through the windows. The corners were still drenched in darkness, the shadows cast by the columns, rows of splat black chairs and drapery are still the same impenetrable black, but I can finally see around me. I see where I am. The lovely pattern on the marble floor, the beautiful exotic vases, the dozen of paintings lining the walls. Ha! There I go again. Ballroom? Lavish decor? Who am I kidding? The place that I struggled so hard to see was no more than a stuffy little room. The morning light shines through a concrete crack, not through an arched window. The beam falls not on marble, but onto... There isn't much to fall on. My own pathetic figure, writhing on the floor, crying for Tosia. See, as a noble? No. I guess this is like what she imagined her memories to be, maybe. Like, I guess like the matches Tosia gave her was like Tosia, like little by little helping her remember a little bit of like her memory, I guess. And I guess the dark ballroom, there's stuff that she doesn't like. Stuff in the dark is stuff she like doesn't remember, I guess. And I guess now, like, with the light coming up, like it's also like symbolically like shining a light on like her memories, so she's like remembering more stuff, I guess. An analogy, yeah. Like, I mean, and as she's saying, like this ballroom wasn't actually a ballroom at all. It was just like a tiny room. So I don't know if that means like there's not as much things that she forgot as she realized. Or I guess there's like, not knowing how far away, or like not knowing how much you aren't remembering. Isn't that grand? Yeah, that as well. Yeah, I guess like she could have been like not romanticizing the like missing memories, but like she's grounded in reality right now, I guess. There's much to fall on my own pathetic figure, writhing in the room, crying for Tosia. The smell of gasoline inside of a pitch black body shop. A shattered window, leaving painful cuts. Apologizing to everyone's parents. Okay, so is this what happened at the car shop? Some gasoline inside of a pitch black body shop. Guy getting fed up with my hysterics. My mother's sad, embarrassed face. It's all just so boring. Sorry. What for? You asked if I remembered anything from right after you went away. So? It's not even worth talking about. You already knew that, right? Yeah? I think Tosia also knew of... Or I think Asya mentioned that Tosia already knew of Asya's whole the universes align theory without Asya explaining to Tosia. So I guess Tosia being made from Asya kind of just knows what's in her head already. You're still gonna do it? Of course. That doesn't change anything. Glad to hear that. Well then, up we go. I nod. Up we go. I guess the whole thing with the car shop was just her, like, being stressed and, I guess, breaking a window or something. I mean, whatever it was, I guess it's not worth mentioning. I hate to admit it, but looking up through the metal railings makes me a bit nervous. I grab onto the service ladder, it gives me a shake just to make sure. And give it a shake just to make sure. It seems very stable. Not even a rattle. That's good. I mean, of course, it should be safe. This place had to be well maintained. And relatively speaking, the climb isn't all that high. There are much taller radio towers out there. Even if I had to climb one of those, it shouldn't be a problem. It wouldn't be a problem. I'm really not afraid of heights. I wasn't lying. I wouldn't be scared. You alright? Yes, all good. What am I doing? At this point, I have no right to hesitate. I step onto the ladder and begin to climb. Tosia follows suit. My boots aren't exactly made for this. Gotta be careful not to slip. I didn't think of it at first, but now that I'm a dozen meters above the floor of the roof, the cold in my hands is becoming harder to ignore. Even with mittens on, it's freezing to the touch. Must be the thin layer of ice wetting the wool. Oh well. Letting go isn't an option, and neither is climbing down. Holding up okay? Yes, I'm fine. Yeah, sure. Seem to be getting tired. I'm okay. Listen, we both know you're a wimp, alright? I know you seem playing tough. So it's chill if you just... I said I'm fine. You... So you've changed after all, haven't you? What do you mean? I'm not sure. It just feels like it. Keep looking up. Only up. We're halfway there already. I can see the platform getting bigger. Looking to the side is a distraction. Looking down is punchable by a firing squad. Okay. If I look down, I will be executed. No, worse, they'll send me very far away. No. I don't want to go far away. I don't want to look down. I don't want to meet eyes with her. You, yes? Do you have, like, a script prepared for your message? My message? Yeah. No, there's no script. So you're just gonna scream whatever pops into your head? Something like that. message. There is also an experiment. Not sure. There was Asya referring to the street lamps as she was comparing them to a airline strip and how she's about to be taking off to above the clouds, which could mean she's preparing for her death. But or it could just be that she's gonna climb up really high. But we'll see. My message. Perhaps I should have brought a note. Not because it was ever meant to be verbose or anything. No, I wanted to make it short and to the point right from the start. At least it sounds like something I would want, knowing myself. Knowing me. The longer I go and the higher I climb, the more confused I feel. It's pretty stupid. I know sometimes I'd walk into the room looking for something, but forget what I came for right away. Just like that. Something that was so obvious to me 2 steps ago is now a mystery. So I rewind and try to carefully retrace my path. But I'm already 2 steps above. And while my mind was busy trying to recover missing fragments, more slipped out. I can't afford to get distracted, so I'll get back to my point. The point I was making. Right. I don't need a script. It'd be nice to have a note in retrospect, but what with me being all dumb and woozy. But even now, I'm not too worried about messing up the words. They don't matter that much. They're only vessels. Those are important for my message, of course. But when the emotion that overwhelms me is so strong, I'm sure that it can reach its destination no matter the form. It's strange. It seems like so much is slipping away. Slipping. But this one feeling hasn't diminished a bit. It's like every cell of my body is a buzz. And in my head, the blank spaces that won't stop forming don't remain empty for long. Because the feeling, this warm, wonderful emotion, comes pouring in and fills them up to the brim. It's really, really lovely. Me. Oof. I cover my face. It's so windy up here. I hope my scarf doesn't get caught on anything. I crawl up to the platform and immediately slouch against the tall antenna. The ache that's been numbing my arms and legs for a good portion of the climb has suddenly become very apparent. Ow. Hey, past me. Would it really be so hard to exercise once in a while? Girl. Finally. The girl crawls out behind me. At least she's high on energy. Man, is it breezy up here or what? Her eyes are glued to the view in front. What's with that expression? What's that expression? I can't blame her though. It's breathtaking. Whoa. Are you seeing this? Yeah. This is bonkers. Bonkers. You're not reacting at all. Come on. Everything's so tiny. I can see so far. It's really beautiful. I'm just a little tired. Yeah. Give me a minute. Woohoo! Her voice is drowned out by the howling wind. She laughs. The rising snow is viciously pelting her face, but she doesn't seem to care. Birds part moon. So much of it. Maybe. But she doesn't seem to care. She's running back and forth around the platform, giggling and screaming profanities as loud as she can. She's so happy. That makes me happy too. I stand up and swipe the snow off the back of my coat. The clumps detach and float into the sky. What if it says me when they're forgetting what their name is? Because it also says girl as well, which that's Tozia. So maybe it says me when they're forgetting what their name is, because that would make sense with Ira when it said me, because Ira was like losing herself when it was saying me, I think. At least it's possible. Because right now, I think Asya, even if she doesn't remember herself, I think she's still gonna remember her message and what she wants to do. Because that's her will. I stand up and swipe the snow off the back of my coat. The clumps detach and float into the sky. The sky. It feels so close. I reach my hand up and... yeah, no. I'm not tall enough. Of course, there's the antenna right beside me. That's the peak propping up in the sky. So, around 5 more meters until I'd be able to make contact. I don't think I can climb it, though. There's nothing to grab onto. Frankly, I'm too tired to try. Hey. I call out to the girl. What's up? Come here. It's about time. Oh. She skitters closer, still wearing a huge grin on her face. I fix the scarf around her neck. It's cold. Cover up a little. You still worry about that? Don't pout. I don't want you to catch anything, that's all. She lets out a sigh of resignation. You're my mom or something? I could be. You never know. No way. Why not? You look too young. Maybe I'm blessed with youthful looks. Where's my dad then? Dead. I poisoned him. Scary. It's rising. I'm glad that Asya has some sarcasm now, because she struggled with that with Marina, but I think she gets it now. It's rising. Ah. code, the content of which remains under review. I forgot what dot dash is. T E D, is that D? Oh, it's either D or B. Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember that. Maybe, is that F or L? I don't remember. E, no, not E. What's this? I don't remember. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of this and then I'm gonna go to the next thing. If it doesn't translate it, then I'll translate it. Oh, maybe they'll translate it for us. Okay. E. Okay, yeah, they're gonna translate it for us. E. Then pause. Y. Come on. They're so friggin' slow. Damn it, give me a sec. Oh. Huh? Should have just done it myself. Would have been faster, I bet. You. What? You know it's true. What? Well, is this a joke or, because if you really, the message, idiot, that's what it says. Oh. Huh. You serious? Yes. Look. Oh. Real funny. I love you, I love you, I love you. Is that what the message said? So I guess Asya must have been the universe. And I guess... Okay, so Asya must have been the universe. And I guess Tosia kind of was technically also Asya. So I guess Tosia was the vessel and was able to reach Asya. Because I think Tosia has been a part of Asya the entire time. So the universe has always been part of Asya. And I think they're kind of one and the same. I think maybe even everything in Vorta is... I think even why they have that ability in the first place. Tosia was the intention for the message. It was intended for Tosia? I mean, the message was for the universe. They made that very clear that the message was for the universe. So I feel like them saying that to Asya is saying that Asya in that moment was representing the universe. I think Tosia was kind of... I feel like Tosia was representing how close Asya was to the universe, because like when Tosia showed up, it was at the end when Asya was approaching the universe, so they kind of... So I think the universe appreciated Asya. Like, I think Asya really did just love the universe. Is there a lobster stream? Honestly, I do want to do one. I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break, but maybe... okay, maybe I'm thinking like 42 minutes, potentially, lob stream. Because I mean, this game wasn't too long to finish. Oh, what a good game, though. I don't think it is a situation where it's like, oh, the whole thing is just a game. I don't like that. I think it really is more of the code of the universe, as opposed to like, oh, it's just a code of a game. Because like that's kind of boring. Like, oh, it's just a game all along. Like, I feel like there's so much more to it than that I feel like settling for something like that would be kind of lacking. Like, I feel like it really is more of the universe itself is its own entity in this setting. I think I do think Asya is the universe. I think... Oh! I get it! The universe, at the very start of the game, the universe, well, Asya technically, was talking about the universe not being able to observe anything but itself. And with the whole distortions thing and the willing things into existence, I think the universe itself willed Vorkta 5 into existence so that it could have something to observe and so that it could, like, do something, because the universe isn't... I mean, I guess it's doing a lot, but I think the universe specifically created Vorkta 5. I think it willed it into existence to observe it. And I think... I mean, everything in Vorkta 5, I think, is from the universe willing it into existence. And just how Asya's theory about the line, the universe having to revert to itself, Vorkta 5 wasn't there from the start. The universe willed it into existence. So all that story is the universe wanting to observe itself. So that's why it didn't matter if Asya or Tozia were speaking at the end. They were both... Asya and Tozia... Tozia was born from Asya, but Asya is also the universe. So both of them are kind of one and the same. So I think maybe Asya is actually the embodiment of the universe. And the universe, if you think about it, the universe is both nothing and everything at the same time. So maybe that could be why Asya was also saying that she needs to think of herself as like the bare minimum so that she can appreciate other things, because the universe itself like can only appreciate things that aren't the things that exist are things within the universe, but the universe itself is nobody really cares about because people don't think about it like that. I don't think so. I think it's just I think it's mainly just because Asya is the embodiment of the universe. And everyone in Vorkta 5 is like the will of the universe. But like Asya's theory, how like the line has to eventually return, like the universe has to go back to normal eventually, so that's why it like reset. But I don't think the it's a game theory. I feel like that with the universe makes so much more sense, especially given the ending, how like outside of Work to Five, there were people that like that were able to receive that signal, and that signal is from the universe itself because Asya slash Tosia is the universe. So that universe, the message. So I think what the universe wanted to do, it wanted to observe itself. It wanted to like see the world, and it wanted to try living as an ordinary person. Um, I think that really makes sense, especially when you consider like the start of the game, which I'll go back to it now actually, but okay, let's do that. Okay, look. Okay, and then that. But you guys get the point. They were made by the universe. And I still don't know what Z.A.T.O stands for. I do, however, want to put in the message or the thing. Okay, let's see if this works. I don't know if Google Translate is gonna take this image. Low-key. I might have to just run a translator. It'll take a little bit of time to do that. It's the distortion that Tozy was saying that the researchers were making. It's the distortion that Tozy was saying that the researchers were making. What were they? The researchers, they were like. They were trying to like abuse the universe, basically. Like, I don't think we found out what they were exactly, like what the distortions were, but I think the main thing, like what they said as well, is like it wasn't about what they were making. It was about the, I think, as they said, the cynicism behind it. Like, they found out that they could will things because they were made by the universe. Well, but so Stardust calculated. Yeah, I think both cynical and calculated. Like, it wasn't about what they were making. It was about they were abusing the universe's power, or they were abusing the universe's like will to manifest things, which I think is that I think that's why the universe started wiping out Vorta 5 in the first place, because of that research center. So like, because they started abusing the universe had to like stop them before they did too much. Wow, everything makes sense now. Everything makes sense. I feel like playing this game a second time would be... I feel like that would be really cool. Like, being able to see everything, but I mean, I feel like the important things I remember. Morse code translator. I should have done this before, honestly. Okay, let's see. I think this might not be English. Still upstream a little better later than... It's a little better later than the end of this one, or right after this? Huh? Is the lob stream a little better later than the end of this one? Or after? I think I want to give it like maybe... Starts a little later. You know, I think I might start it in about like potentially maybe an hour, or maybe like 55 minutes. Because I still need to make the thumbnail and I need to schedule it, but okay, let's keep translating. That. Why? Okay. Oh, that was B. Okay. All right. This translation is still in progress, by the way. I don't think this is English. I don't know if these are actually. Is this actually Morse code? Okay, I'm gonna try to. Okay, this is not. It's not working properly. Why can't I copy paste this? Why will it not let me copy it? Yeah, that probably is what it is. What does that mean? Let's see if it'll translate. Okay. How to say I love you in Russian in Morse code. Okay. You know, maybe we'll just have to do it the other way around. Translate. Maybe I used the wrong, oh, maybe because I used underscore instead of a dash. Okay. Hold on. Because I really want to know what this message says. Because it's, like, pretty important. Hopefully I typed this correctly. Copy, and then translate. I think it does translate to what we saw. Yeah, it is I love you in Russian. Yeah, the thing it translated to looked like the same from well, it looked like the untranslated version, and running through the translator does say I love you. Full caps. So, now, is that the universe? telling the universe I love you? Is it the universe telling the people I love you? Or is it the people telling the universe I love you? That's the real question. I think... I mean, it was also the universe telling Asya, I love you as well. So I feel like the universe reciprocated Asya's love, I guess. Or maybe not reciprocated, but it was mutual. Like Asya felt so like worthless this whole time, but the universe appreciated her. I do think that Tosia was also kind of the embodiment of the universe as well. Because like Tosia kind of knew things without Asya having to mention it, but then Asya also kind of knew that the locks would be unlocked without anyone having to mention it as well. Also, Asya was just very like she would like get a feeling about something and like she would know things that like she'd pick up on things very easily. So I feel like she could be the universe. But well, I mean, all of them are kind of the universe. Yeah. I think all of them are the universe. It makes the most sense. And then the other stuff about the 4 to 5 being created. Am I the universe? Well, I think everybody is part of the universe, right? Like we are all in the universe. We all make up the universe. Now we might not be able to will things into existence to the same extent of like, oh yeah, I can levitate because I believe it. But like, I do think like the power of belief is a very strong thing. Like if you really have a desire to make something happen, like if like anybody, right? If anybody has a desire to make something happen, they can. About the end of Z.A.T.O. I think that everybody in the universe, I think that the overall thing with the universe was just to love, well, the world and everything in it. I think that there was also like the like themes of bullying as well. I feel like there's like good and parts how Asya handled it. Like she could have stood up for herself a little bit more, but she didn't hate people, which was good. Like, cause like no matter who you are, no matter what you do, there will always be someone that will hate you for like whatever reason. But like for those same exact qualities, there will also be people that will appreciate you. And like those qualities that Asya had, like some people would like make fun of her, call her weird, and then there were other people that like really appreciated like the kind of person that she was. And then the universe as well also appreciated Asya's consideration towards the universe itself. So I really do think that the universe, I mean, I feel like I don't think it's just one meaning of the I love you at the end. I think it's Asya's love for the universe's love for Asya and everything as well. I think that's why they didn't even specify. I think that's why they just left it at I love you, because it wasn't about the words like Asya said. Like the words were just the vessel for the feeling that they convey. Right, kind of like say you're like speaking a foreign language and you only know a few words, but like you can still get your point across just through like a passion. But I mean, even like I feel like it really is just about getting the point across as opposed to how you do it. And Asya and the universe and Tosia, the universe got its point across. Asya did as well. She was able to give her message. I'll have to talk about Asya because she both have philosophy. Philosophy I like, but yeah, I feel like another thing with the game is like I feel like another message is to like really appreciate like just appreciate things. Like there's so many things to appreciate in the world. Like I think that's why Asya, like even after remembering her like traumatic past with like the car shop and the research center, like it didn't matter to her at that point because like yeah, there like bad things have happened, but at the same time there's still so many things to appreciate and love in the world. So with that, I think that's a good message to leave off on. The game, when I thought it was a detective game. It is not a detective game. There is a bit of the mystery that we kind of pieced together, but not through gameplay. I don't regret playing this at all, though. I'm really glad I played this. I mean, yeah, I was a little bit surprised there's like no gameplay at all, like there were no options to pick or whatever, but I feel like the story I feel like it was very fitting of the story. I think it's not even about it's not even about like, oh no, Asya is dead and Ira is gone and everyone's dead. Like I think it really is like they are all part of the universe. And kind of I think Asya even said as well, like the universe, it's assimilating them back into itself. So like I think it's not I think like yeah, if the research center didn't try to abuse the universe, they could have lasted a little bit longer, but they all had fun. Like it wasn't none of it was fake. None of it wasn't unreal. It did happen. And whether they're able to remember it or not, I think the message itself is enough to convey that the emotion remains. And I mean, yeah. I don't think it's a sad story. I think it's about like just appreciating things, no matter how bad they are. Technically, because I'm kind of absorbed by the universe. Maybe. But yeah, really cool game. Okay. That's gonna be all for now. I might play LobCorp in maybe I was gonna say 40, but maybe like 55 minutes. Because I do want to take like a little bit of a break, but I do still want to play more stuff. Maybe I'll even give myself an hour and 10 minutes. You know what? Yeah, I think because I do want to give like an hour of having the stream scheduled before like going live, and I also need a few minutes to set it up as well. Yeah, as Asya says, bye bye, and yeah, remember to appreciate the world and things in it, because things are good. Even when things may be bad, things will always be good. And with that, I'll say thanks to anybody that stopped by, and have a good one. Bye bye.